Scritchy, scratchy, scritchy, scratchy. Good morning, everybody. It's 11 o'clock. It's time for Be Encouraged. And I hope that you join me today with an attitude of happiness, joy, and thankfulness for this wonderful day today. It's Monday, the 10th of August, and look forward to talking with you today about different things to keep us all encouraged. So join me today as we just do that.
Check this.
All right. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to check a couple of things and make sure that I am talking to you properly. And okay. That'll work. But let me see what else we have here. High definition audio device. I think that would that be this? I don't know which one sounds better. So maybe we can have some people call in and ask which one sounds better. I love this little headset because I look so cool. I look as cool as my son with his stuff going on, what he got going on. All right. So anyway, this is me, and I don't have anybody on, so I'm going to go ahead and go back to what I know sounds good, and that is the default, the webcam default. We're going to have a great show tonight. We've got coming up tonight to the More Joy Media Presents program called Nova Food, Beverage, and Events. So we're looking forward to people joining us for that. I think I've got a heart up here, which is Shirley Tour Arsala, and it is. And he says, Happy Monday. We have an awesome guest today. Pat Malone will be on this afternoon at 4:30. And I don't know if there's, anyway, I love it. High definition is better. I'm not sure exactly what tour. I must have said something about high definition microphones or something like that. I've got my son's whole get up in here. See this fancy keyboard that he's got for his gaming. He's been using this computer, and so I had to make my way clear to getting things done. Wires in here are absolutely crazy, but they don't matter. They don't matter at all. You know what I haven't done in a while, folks? I haven't pulled out my little book of wisdom, and it's time for my book of wisdom today. Let's see what we've got. This is a quote from your friend and mine, Mr. Newt Gingrich. I'm all beat up. Look at me. My eyes red. This right here, I got it hurt. Anyway. Perseverance is the hard work you do after you get tired of doing the hard work you already did. Newt Gingrich. Perseverance is the hard work you do after you get tired of doing the hard work you did. You already did. Pretty interesting, I think. Obstacles are what a person sees when he takes his eyes off his goal. That's true. That's what they say. They say keep your eye on the prize. A lot of times you hear the football coaches yelling that at their players, keep your eye on the prize, boys. That was Joseph Kosman who said that. I don't know who that is either. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, but I don't know who half these people are. I should read more. And here's one from Bruce Lee. Simplicity is the last step of art and the beginning of nature. Be soft, yet not yielding, firm, yet not hard. It's funny. You watch these guys out in like Central Park or wherever, and they're doing this. All that kind of stuff. Dude, have you ever done it? It feels magical and relaxing. Anyway, so if I ever see somebody doing that in the park again, I'm going to go join them. I'll tell you right now. It seems like a lot of fun. And let me see who else is on. Pat Malone is watching this morning. He's going to be on this afternoon at 4:30. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be exciting. We have lots to talk about. Pat Malone is kind of an icon in the area. He's definitely been around, knows a lot of people, knows just about everything there is to know in Fairfax, and he'll let you know that too. So that's a good thing. Pat Malone will be on, and we'll somehow get around to talking about the Aces baseball team that he started. What else is going on? You can see my beautiful closet. I usually close that door. My wife's purses and stuff hanging in the back of the closet. Yeah, it looks like a wreck over there, but yeah, it is what it is. Let me see if I can move this some more. Let's take it out. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. That didn't take it out, but that's okay. So good morning, and remember one thing. Here's a couple things. You are loved for the little girl you were, for the special woman you are, and the precious daughter you will always be. That's for the ladies this morning. And as far as courage, you've proven there's no limit to what courage can do. You're such an inspiration. Oh, well, that's nice. That's for my cousin Todd to me after I had my lung transplant. That was nice of him. Just trying to look around and see what everyday things. Apologies don't mean anything if you keep doing what you were sorry for. These are the things that I have on my wall all around. My sister bought me a license plate magnet that says blessed from Colorado when she was in Colorado. I have this little book that I like to peruse. It's going to cause some controversy, boys and girls. Look at this one. We know what you want, how they change your mind. This book is incredible, folks. Viral marketing, how to do. They release bad news on Fridays. Why is that? If a government, it's government stuff, media zone, newspapers. If a government wants to release some bad news, they will try to do it on a Friday. That leaves time for the story to dissipate before Monday. Key financial figures may be withheld to prevent repercussions by shareholders and currency speculators. In recent cases in Britain, senior politicians were accused of withholding important news until the day a major disaster occurred. The government news was released whilst headline space was dominated by the disaster story. So you follow? That's how the newspapers do it. I wonder, you know what? It would be an interesting thing to look at if you go to the newspapers around the world in different countries right after the bomb, or not the bomb, it wasn't a bomb, after the explosion in Beirut happened. You know, and if holds true what my little book there says, then when that occurred, there might have been a lot of other little information that was released. It's just like with newspapers who have an agenda, and I'm not going to call anything out, any papers. I almost coughed one, but I'm not going to. All right, Pat Malone's signing off. That's fine. So who else has signed in today and said hello to me this morning? Oh, Linda Bellotti. That's nice. Hi, Linda Bellotti. So basically, though, it would be interesting to see that when the Beirut explosion happened, how many different people, how many different governments said, "Ooh, let's release some of that information that we've been holding back on, so that people won't pay attention to it." I know that some newspapers do that also. Some newspapers have their headlines, and then because they claim to be real journalists and real journalism, they then release news like at the back page of the first section. On the back page, they release different kinds of things. If you ever look at any newspaper, and again, I'm not going to say the Washington Post, but if you look at any newspaper and you go to the A section and you go to the back of the A section, there's all kinds of little headlines in the back of the A section. And if you read them, you realize they're not really expanded upon, they're not really, expounded or anything like that, but they're usually something that's a little bit controversial as far as people are concerned. That's what the news would be. I can actually cite several informational things to you. This does not seem positive, does it, what I'm doing? And I shouldn't be doing this because this is where but see, this is what I'm trying to stay tuned with us, folks, with us, because we're not doing these things. We don't hide information, but we only produce information that's positive. Produce it. We only have information that's positive to give to you because we want to be encouraging. We want to invigorate you. There's another I word. So we do the E-I-E-I-O thing. Hi, Amy Elizabeth Gish, with an exclamation point. And Pat is still on. Hi, Pat. Good. You're still on. Glad to hear it. So, we want to be positive. We want to get... Oh, well, I'm glad you chose to tune in, Amy Gish, on your break from your conference. I appreciate you. You're awesome. Thanks for tuning in here at 11 o'clock. Don't forget, guys, to share, to like, all that good stuff up there in the corner of the screen. Can you see it? It's not really there as far as I'm concerned because I can't reach up and grab it. But I know it's there. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, so the thought for today, as I said, the thought for the day is that we're going to have we want to every day try to focus on the positive, focus on what brings us joy. I have some people who are watching right now. What's the thing that brings you guys joy is the question. And I would love to see what you say, guys, including Tura, Mike Hertz, Linda Bellotti, anybody else who's watching right now. Tell me exactly what it is that brings you joy. And it can be a couple of things. If you want to type them out and throw them up on the screen, up on the comments, that would be awesome. I would appreciate that. And how is everybody tuning in to me? That's the question. Everybody's on my Facebook, and that's cool. My friends. I like that. Pretty soon, we're changing things around a little bit so that we'll be broadcasting live on YouTube, and then we're going to take the YouTube URL that's what we're doing for tonight's show. As a matter of fact, coffee brings Amy joy. Coffee. A lot of people do that. I have pictures of trucks. Like I remember one day we were driving down the road and I saw this big tanker truck that said it said coffee across the back, and it was a tanker truck. And I thought, this is the kind of truck that probably has a string of cars following it around on certain mornings. Mike Hertz says that his son and his son's happiness, I think, is what he's talking about. My son and his happiness brings him joy. That's awesome. Amy also says, particularly on a Monday morning, is the coffee. Mike Hertz is peace and quiet. Mike Hertz is over at the Coyote Grill, and I can imagine that peace and quiet is probably something he didn't get much of. She loves. Amy also says she loves. I love watching my kids grow up and become young adults, especially little smarty Alex like her mommy, like that little girl of hers. I'm gonna tell you something. If there's ever an office quiz or actually any trivia show, her daughter will win. There's no doubt about it. Amy's daughter, just unbelievable. Tura says, Yeah, we're not going to do those for right now, Tor, not for a little while, I don't think. Tor says music brings him joy, especially Firework by Katy Perry. Pretty much anything by Katy Perry brings him joy, and he likes singing karaoke, so I know that. Amy says she loves goofy stuff like Lego minifigures and silly movies. Me too. Me too, Amy. Me too. Um, Smoking and watching the sunset. Are we talking cigars here or a pipe? What are you talking about? Or we something else, Mike? Oh, I don't want to hear about that. And we're never doing Parks and Rec trivia, so that's not going to happen. Pat Malone loves a little pitch here. He loves Burger Mondays at Glory Days Grill. That what brings him joy. And Amy also loves rock hounding. My mom is all into that right now, Amy, because she wants to build a little rock garden. So she stops. We went walking this morning, and we walk, and she's forever stopping, going, "Oh, look at that rock! Isn't that a pretty rock?" And sushi brings you joy. You know what? It's funny. I want to know what kind of sushi brings you joy. If you say California rolls, I don't think that counts as sushi. In fact, I don't even think they have those in Japan. And Amy, well, you need to drive down here. Actually, are there any Glory Days grills in Pennsylvania? I know they're expanding like a mug. Pat Malone, anything up near Harrisburg, Pennsylvania? I think that's where she is. Look at this. Finally, someone with the right answer. Finally, everybody, look at the right answer here. Here's the right answer. Oh, Tora Solid, you are a trip, dude. You bring me joy, Lee Bailey, every day. Well, thank you, Tora. That's awful nice of you. I appreciate it. Amy says I will need to get her some unopened geodes. Oh, my. Where do you get, are those up in Pennsylvania, or you have to buy those? Where do you get, those are like, none in Pennsylvania yet. No Glory Days girls in Pennsylvania yet, Amy Gish. You could be a managing owner, though, managing partner, and open your own Glory Days grill. Of course, it would be all Philly crap. Ugh. So, but at least it wouldn't be New York Yankee stuff. That's a dig at Pat Malone right there. Where do you get, not near you? Okay, so where do you get them from, Amy, these geodes? That's the question I have. Or not near you. And no, you do not. Well, then send us some. I love those things. Those things are so cool. They're in Pennsylvania. You can get those like they're. No, I was about to say they grow. Rocks don't grow. Rocks are made by compacting stuff together and crushing stuff together. But geodes, I thought they were made from lava. Isn't that right? Geode Fest 2018. Okay, and we're starting to get a little geeky here, Amy. I don't know if we should continue to go there because I don't want you to look bad. In Keokuk, Iowa. And she says, really, she's awesome. She, but as beautiful and as talented and incredibly worldly, and I don't mean that in a bad way, I mean that in a good way. She's also very geeky about certain things. It's kind of funny. I think she meant to say crystals form in air pockets, but she wrote for because she dropped the M. And then unfortunately, it doesn't autocorrect when it's a correct word. So you can put all kinds of weird words. In fact, I think I've thought about this for years, is creating poems that need to be autocorrected, but they were done with real words. They weren't autocorrected, so they don't make any sense. Poetry that makes no sense. So I thought that would be fun to do. I know you meant right for. There's my man Billy Riley. We're going to be getting together around noonish noonish today, so I can't wait to get up there and see him. And you can type, as a matter of fact, I'm sure it's probably like 90 words a minute. And I don't know if we're doing trivia tonight. We're going to be discussing that today, Tura. We're going to see what's happening as far as that's concerned. What MLB team has won 20? You know what? It's also because before the days of keeping people from spending more than other teams, of course, one of the richest cities in the country is going to have the biggest team because they make more money than everybody else. Pat Malone, don't start with me. Okay, I have the explanation for these things. That's why the Diamondbacks have never been in a World Series. I don't think. Maybe they have. I don't know. I just pulled that from the reason, but there is no explanation except for a jinx. There's no explanation why Chicago Cubs took so long to get into and win a World Series. So, because Chicago is a huge city and just lots of money pumping through Chicago. But that was a jinx involved with a goat or something like that, I think. Or is that Baltimore and New York or something? I don't know. Some kind of goat issue in Major League Baseball. That would be fun to have one of these days. I have to have you on, Pat Malone, in the morning hours, and we can talk about all the different kinds of what's the word I'm looking for when people believe something's. Oh, I almost had it. People believe something's going to happen and it's really not going to happen. They're just superstitious. That's it. So we'll have to look at. Oh, that's right. The Diamondbacks did beat the Yankees. I did not pull that, by the way. I had no idea. I was not a cut, Pat, against the Yankees, so I did not know that. I'm sure it was when the Big J was pitching for him. Big old Randy Johnson. But listen, so Pat, I need to have you on. We need to talk about superstitions of baseball. I'll do my research on the internet, and you and I can have a fun show about that. But that can be also moved to when we start doing a sports show, toward just his ears just went, what? Washington, what? Meh. I don't know what that means. Washington foot. Okay. Okay, so Tor says, laugh out loud, Washington foot, meh. I don't know what that means. Oh. See, I just sometimes don't read Tor's email, his text messages. My Washington football team will win it all this year. I believe in the future. Washington football team, meh. Yeah, I hear you, Amy. Sorry, couldn't put it all together. Amy, my Washington football team will crush your Eagles this year. She doesn't have Eagles. She's not an Eagles fan, I don't think. I don't think she is, and I don't know that they will crush the Eagles this year. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, so as we continue to babble along here in the mornings, because this morning is just kind of a morning crew of folks tuning in. I look so short, don't I? Hi, everybody. I'm Lee. I'm Little Lee. Blow it up. Get my hair cut. What else do we want to talk about today besides being joyful, always being encouraged every morning? What encourages you? What brings you joy? Mike Hertz said what brings him joy is his son and his son's happiness. Pat Malone, I know the Yankees bring him joy. I knew that Amy was not an Eagles fan, but Tor, there it is, right there for you, so you can see it on the screen itself. What else are we going to talk about today? So 4:30. Okay, so we got lots of stuff going on today. This is Monday, is Lee Bailey, the producer's big day. So tuning in today at 4:30, we have ostensibly the finest man in Fairfax, Mr. Pat Malone, joining us. And I don't know what the word ostensibly means, but I think I used it correctly. But I'm not sure. It was a weird word. It's a weird word that I don't often use. Then at 7 o'clock tonight, which has already been booked and should already be in your book, and I want you guys to please share, because it's going to be a super great show tonight. And, well, Pat Malone, then there's some you've been redeemed. He says he's a Nats fan, too, so that's good. So tonight, Billy Riley, and myself and Lisa Marie will have a couple of guests this evening for the More Joy Presents series. More Joy Media Presents. And the show tonight will be food, beverage, and events in Northern Virginia. Nova Food, Beverage, and Events. So tune in at 7 o'clock tonight. And it'll be great. It'll be an awesome show. We'll have a great time, and you guys will enjoy yourselves. Please share that with everybody. If you want to go to this page, you can see the broadcast is going to be kind of thing. Share that if you wish, or if you will, please don't wish, do it. And then at 8:30 we will have trivia extravaganza. More Joy Media presents trivia extravaganza, and so that's what we're going to be doing, actually, I think, and we'll talk about that today with my buddies as we have a little management and teamwork meeting. I think what we're going to do is most all the programs are going to be More Joy Media presents, and then whatever the show that we're going to be doing. For instance, on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock, we have More Joy Media presents Love Hacks with Lisa, myself, and Billy Riley, the man. Bill Knowles and I do the trivia extravaganza, and then on Friday nights we also do the LMB show, which is Bill and I. Sometimes Marcus jumps in, sometimes we pull Walter. We have a cast of characters, actually. Fred will pull in early to be one of our early on guests, and then everybody else joins in at 9 o'clock to finish out, because Bill prepares tons of stuff, and it always seems to be a lot of fun. So most people who've ever watched the LMB show have enjoyed themselves immensely. So I encourage everybody, when you see that, and we're going to start posting. The reason I don't want to, I want to post it on our YouTube channel, because I don't want to kill all you guys with announcements. But anybody who wants to know can go to our YouTube channel, which is More Joy Media. But we got to figure that out, because I have 2 More Joy Media channels, and I got to make sure we get you on the right one. But you can go there. We want you to go there and subscribe and like the channel and comment if you like. But we're going to have all the videos that we've had for the last, long time are all on that channel. So you can go back and peruse all you want. Just go to More Joy Media on YouTube, and what you'll find is it's 2 different words. By the way, More Joy is one word, and then media. And it's the one with the green circle with the M in the middle. That's the one that you can go to and check it out. Got to run. Amy, thank you, dear. Catch you tonight. You'll be on tonight, young lady. And they're restarting the conference, which means it's also time for me to cancel out this show and look forward to 4:30 with Pat Malone. So be encouraged. It's on every day from 11 to 11:30, and then 4:30 to 5. And tonight, as I said before, and I've said it, I'll say it again, Pat Malone will be on at 4:30 today. And we look forward to having you guys all watch. And tonight at 7 o'clock will be the More Joy Media Presents program, Food, Beverage, and Events. And then at 8:30, we'll have the More Joy Media Presents program, trivia extravaganza. All right, folks, it's a subsidiary of LMB Productions. LMB show. Oh, how much is there? There's so much there, folks. So much there for me to keep track of in my head. I need help. We need help. So if you ever want to do any work with us with More Joy, if you think you have some talents or want to be on the air or whatever, let me know. Right now, it looks like the radio station's off the air for some damn reason. It's pissing me off. But I'm gonna figure what's going on with that, and we'll let you guys know as far as that's concerned. Thanks for tuning in today. I appreciate everything. Appreciate you tuning in. We have been live.